Hello. What's up, guys? Happy Thursday. Burps. Hey, what the hell, dude? Now it's gonna stink in here. He looks so strong. I haven't seen anything. The only thing that I know is he has a dash or something, because I saw it on a Kuro thumbnail or whatever. So that's all I know. But don't, like, again, no spoilers. We're gonna watch together, even though pretty much everyone and their mother already knows what the hell he does. Hello, fellow gay. Hello. He reminds me of Mike and Painter. I might like him. Who knows? We're gonna do face cam so that you guys can see my proper reaction. I will also turn off music whenever we start, but we're gonna give it another couple minutes, I think. Guys, I'm excited. I'm excited. The rest of this month is kind of going to be uneventful, I think, but next month is going to be pretty peak. I'm very excited for next month. I was today years old when I found out Burke is Italian. Kind of makes sense, but also not at all. Spoiler, there's Hernando. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe you just spoiled it. Alright, guys. Are we ready? I really hope nothing's gonna block it. But I feel like something's gonna. He's twin. I wanna do that. No, Burke would be better as like a Waluigi. Alright, chat. And I'm gonna make this aesthetic. Ready? Yeah. Yeah. How the music slowly went out. Yeah. But now I have to turn it back on. Okay. I need to make sure that this isn't loud as hell because every single reaction stream I do, the music in the video is so incredibly loud, and when I'm editing it, I'm like, wow, this is so loud, I kind of want to kill myself. Okay. If that blocks anything, we'll change it. But are we ready, team? I'm kind of like not at all interested or excited for this character, but who knows? Maybe the gameplay will change that for me. All right, here we go. It's horrible quality. I'm so sorry. There's really no other way to do this. Hold on. Can I get a better quality? This is like awful. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do it like this. So that we can have actually decent video quality. All right, chat. I'm not going to torture you guys with like 7 pixels. Resolute in leaving his timid past behind, Hernando Romero pushes ever closer to the edge of danger. To him, only the applause one at the brink between life and death is true glory. You're live and I caught a stream? Let's freaking go. What's up, Lenny? Guys, can I say something? And this might be controversial. His entire design looks like it could be a night skin. Am I crazy to say that? His literal entire design looks like he could just be a skin for a knight. I need to know if I'm alone in this thought process. Because as soon as I saw his art, I was like, it just looks like it could be a skin for a knight. Like truly and genuinely, it just looks like he could be a knight skin. And subbing by no. Okay, let's see. All right. Matador swings his. I'm gonna butcher this. Milita. Bilta. Hey, sorry. Instantly dashing to a targeted location within 6 meters. Upon arrival, he cleaves in a circular area with a radius of 2.5 meters for 0.6 seconds. 6-7, becoming immune to most damage and control effects. So it's a free flywheel. Okay. If the cleave hits the hunter, Matador dashes another 10 meters in front. That's a lot of distance, knocking back the hunter and slowing them by 50% for 2.5 seconds. Dashing into the hunter or terrain instantly triggers the cleave. If the initial dash ends near a window or dropped pallet with no hunters nearby, the cleave is replaced by a fast volt and interaction speed increases by... I don't think that's that crazy. I don't think that's crazy. He's literally knight, but with a sunburn. This, if the initial dash ends near a window or drop pallets with no hunter nearby, that's kind of nothing burger. If it was like, he could do this as a fast volt if he was in chase, that's kind of crazy. But he can't do it in chase. That's nothing burger. What do you mean the interaction speed increases by 10% when he literally is, you know, he's getting chased by Casper the Friendly Ghost. He's doing nothing. Okay, let's look at this again. Let's watch it. I mean, this is pretty neat. So he's an assist, yeah? That's what this means? Oh! So that's just showing off the, like, the invulnerability, the immune. Oh, he can do it in chase? Then what does this mean? If the initial dash ends near a window or dropped pallet with no hunter nearby. If he places it in chase, it forces the hunter to interact. I don't understand what you're saying. The cleave is replaced by a fast volt and interaction speed is increased by 10%. Oh, does it mean no hunter in the circle? That's what it means, huh? If he's like, let's say there's a window like right, you can't see my, what's it called? Let's see, there's like the pallet's closer to this and it's in the red circle. If the hunter's not in the red circle, it lets him dash and volt it. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. I understand. He doesn't mind game? Interesting. That's pretty good. I do like that. He has a lot of dashes. Yeah, okay, I understand. Okay, he seems pretty good. External trait quite. After hitting the hunter with a cleave, the next cleave within a range of a survivor will also grant them immunity to most damage and control effects. That's pretty strong. And carry them forward in a dash for 13 meters alongside Matador. This effect ends after moving the survivor and is regained the next time a cleave hits the hunter. So now he has the effect that lets him essentially do like a mini Joker dash. Okay, that's pretty neat. It forces the hunter to lose the mind game with a cleave, so volt/break pallet while Matador gets distance. I see. External trait. Gaunera Pass. Again, hey, I'm so sorry. Moving near the hunter or using Multea Mastery builds courage. At 100 courage, gain 1 charge of Gaunera Pass for up to 2 charges per match. Charging resumes only after a charge is consumed, and activating Gaunera Pass makes the next volt a fast volt. So he, sorry, I'm thinking about Dead by Daylight, whatever it's called, that fast volt perk. Activating Gaunera Pass makes next volt a fast volt, leaving a Multea in the spot for 8 seconds. When the hunter sees a Multea, they are tempted to move to it, so it really is just Painter. If the hunter takes longer than 5 seconds to reach, its tempting effect ends. If Matador is the only survivor being chased within 25 meters while the hunter is tempted, the hunter's interaction speed decreases by 10. And it increases instead by 20 if someone's nearby. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good. I feel like that's pretty good. It forces an interaction. Wow. Okay. Okay, he can only force that break or vault twice. Okay. The Matador has developed an instinctive sense for danger and moves more cautiously when threatened. When the hunter attacks within 6 meters, Matador's movement speed decreases by 10%. Oof. Accustomed to bullfighting, his agility increases vaulting speed by 10%. Interesting. Not much faster, but he does have the fast vault, which makes it even faster. I wonder if he has the fastest vault speed in the game. That's really cool. That's really cool. That combo of like hitting the hunter back and then using that extra volt. I think that's what they did. They used that extra volt. So they hit here and then dash to the window for the volt. That's pretty neat. I do like that. It's kind of like a almost like a Hello Blue dash for survivors. Fastest vault speed is better. I wonder if like because he doesn't do like a normal fast vault. This looks like a different fast vault. Unless it's just like a different like animation and the stats are the same. But I wonder if he could get a pretty quick vault speed as well. I know Batter can get like over 60% vault speed or something. Okay. Yeah, it depends on... Oh, that's really neat. It's like a parry. Alright, okay. I see the vision. The vision is visioning. I do agree he's kind of a little bit boring compared to Amanda or Bryn. But, you know... So obviously this invulnerability just works the same as Flywheel. So you can Flywheel everything. I wonder if he'll pair well with Amanda then. Oh, he totally will. Wait, okay. Now we need to understand. I know we get test server access tomorrow. We need to know how this dash works. Because obviously it recharges. But is it infinite charge? Because you can see it recharging. And it has its own cooldown. Does it have infinite charges? Because if so, he's strong. But if it is like... I mean, if it recharges, I don't see a world where he doesn't have infinite charges of it. If I'm honest. I think this is an ability with infinite charges. It says immune to most damage. I wonder what will be excluded from the most, if anything is. I don't know, because it's obviously... it shows that it's you become invulnerable to some CCs. For example, you can't get pulled by Bane Hook. So the question is, if you run this and Flywheel and you have an Amanda on your team, do you essentially just have 2 Flywheels the entire match that you can use just in rotation? Because that could be really, really good. I could see that being really good. I feel like his recharge rate, I mean, obviously it's quite slow from what we see here. My guess is like maybe, I don't know, like 40 seconds or something. With a cooldown of, because he could probably hold up to like 2 charges or something. And they recharge. I don't know. It might trigger a knee-jerk reflex. That could be really good too. he could be a situation because with Archer, one of the Archer things is you don't really need to run flywheel on her because of her abilities. I wonder if Matador is going to be the same. If it'd be better to run knee jerk reflex if it complements his multi-over you know what? I'm just gonna say fast volt. I'm gonna butcher it every single time. I'm just gonna say fast volt. Or like a professor skill, probably around. My guess. That's my best guess. So this is interesting because this this works like it's the same sort of knockback as like forward knockback, batter knockback, those types of knockbacks. You can kick hunters out of abilities most likely. So you can do like if they're people or if they're patrolling, you can kick them out. If it's like a peddler doing Vine, you can kick her out. So any of those channeled abilities that hunters do, you can likely cancel them. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm surprised he doesn't have a decoding debuff. That's very intriguing to me. He seems pretty cool. I don't know if he's an assist main or a rescue main. I think he's probably assist rescue, if I had to guess. But he ultimately looks like he could be assist rescue, assist kite, kite assist, kite rescue. He looks like he could be any of those combinations, in my opinion. He could be all three. He could be played as literally all of them. Oh gosh, I just unplugged my headset. I think I'll actually end up liking him a lot more than I thought. He's contained, I see. I'm gonna end up liking him a lot more than I thought I would end up liking him, I think, because of his movement and how interesting his movement is. I think I will like him quite a bit. Oh, they said it on stream, I see. If that's the case, I can only imagine his secondary thing is assist. Because, I mean, like, look at his kit, you know? There's no way he's not classified as a sub-assist. Having to hit a cleave to be able to grab someone with another dash is interesting. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It adds, because I think the issue that, for example, someone like Weepy has is him grabbing someone, you literally just do it. And there's kind of like little skill expression to that. With Matador, it's not only like um, it's objectively like a little bit of a worse, you know, grab in general because you can only make so much distance compared to Weepy, who can literally go cross map. But obviously with Matador it's rechargeable and all that stuff, but you have to like actively um you have to trigger the cleave in order to get the value to assist, which I think is really sick. It adds a bit of skill expression, which I think is super fun. I wonder if this is probably not the case, but I wonder if, because we saw here, wherever it was, here, how he hits the cleave and then vaults the window. I wonder what the interaction would be if he hits the cleave and let's say a survivor is right next to him and they both vault the window. I can only imagine that that's not the interaction, but how sick would that be? If you're like trying to assist a Mind's Eye who has horrible vaulting speed, how cool would that be, dude? That'd be sick. If you run tight on him, you could literally cheese detention rescues for real. I wonder what happens if you hit a hunter with cleave. It's probably the same. Again, I think the best way to understand how his cleave works is to think of the knockback as forward or batter. If you do, or like, I guess you could kind of say Murrow, if you do the cleave during the pickup animation, they're gonna drop, which could be interesting because if you, I think like the biggest issue that someone like Batter has with balloon rescues is the knockback stun usually isn't substantial enough for the survivor to get away. But with Matador, if you cleave during the balloon pickup, would you then be able to pick up the survivor you're assisting and pull them away so that they can get, because that could be really, really strong. Like, I don't think y'all understand this vision. If that's how it works, if he can do a balloon rescue and bring the survivor away from the hunter, because if that's not the case, it's kind of nothing burger. That cleave knockback is not going to do anything. It's the other than delay the chair inevitably. But if he can cleave, get the balloon rescue, and then bring the survivor away, that's really, really strong. Like that's probably the best balloon rescue, at least one of the best balloon rescues in the game, truly. And it'd be even better if this vaulting theory that I have is correct, and he can like bring a survivor over a vault as well. Because imagine, let's imagine he's vaulting to the pallet instead. Yeah, kind of like a Gravekeeper Shovel explosion. I can imagine. I mean, like, that's kind of what this looks like, pretty much exactly how this works with the knockback. That's a better way to describe it other than the battered forward. Um, but like, you see that knockback? He can start moving now. Like, right now he can start moving again. Oh, does the Gravekeeper Shovel not rescue? I mean, maybe, who knows? If it doesn't rescue, I think it's kind of nothing burger. But if it does rescue, that's really strong. I can only imagine it would rescue. I don't know how the interaction would work otherwise. Because with Gravekeeper Explosion, does it not rescue even if you're in the middle of the animation? Or LG Page? I don't think LG Page rescues either. That's really strange. Maybe it doesn't rescue. If it doesn't rescue, he's not really overpowered at all. But if he can balloon rescue, he's really strong. I think that is pretty much the only thing that hinges on this character being like meta and really, really strong is if he can balloon rescue. Because if he can, peak. But if he can't, you'd have to rely on someone like, I don't know, Enchantress or something to balloon rescue. And then he can assist a balloon rescue really well. But if he can do everything like that on his own, he's really strong. But also considering how they didn't show anything like that in the trailer, I think we can kind of assume that maybe he doesn't, which kind of sucks. But, you know, he has a lot else in his kit that can make up for it. Great Explosion and LG Page do not balloon rescue, and Hernando knockback reminds me of that. I see. Yeah, his kiting is really good, regardless of everything. So what's interesting is we were talking about how you can only do the assisted dash with another teammate if the cleave hits. You can land the cleave from range with any ranged ability. And I'm curious to see what will count for that. Like, obviously we know we can flywheel a wax artist 100% stun. Like, whenever it hits 100, you can flywheel it. I'm curious to know if you can cleave it and if it works. And I'm also curious to know if you cleave, does it hit the first projectile? Like the first glob will count for the cleave, or is it only when you stun? The way this is worded, because it says immune to most damage. I mean, it is damage and control effects, I guess. Then maybe it would be fine with wax stun. I'd imagine it'd be good with Naiad Water. Maybe, I don't know. If you can flywheel Naiad Water, surely you can cleave it too. I think my current like understanding of this ability is the cleave works like flywheel, and you can and my like my base um what's the word? My base understanding of this ability is just going to be anything that you can flywheel, you can probably cleave until we get, told otherwise and shown otherwise. Um whoa. But yeah, this is kind of misinformation. If the cleave hits the hunter, Matador dashes another 10 meters in front. It doesn't have to be that. Um, as we can obviously see, he's not in the range of the hunter. Well, here. I mean, maybe it only counts to the assisted dash because he didn't dash there. But like obviously here, when he saves again, where is it? It's like right here. Yeah, right here. He's not near the hunter. Gets hit with the cleave thing, which this is that insta cleave that you're wondering about, by the way. I'm pretty sure you can. Because this would be an insta cleave. Like this dash, it's curious. Can he dash anytime that happens? Like if he gets hit by a ranged ability like Bane Hook, will that count for the cleave hitting the hunter and him being able to dash? Or can he only dash like this because of the teammate in their range? Because there, obviously, he dashed because he hit the hunter. That like he does seem pretty good. He definitely doesn't seem weak. I don't think he's like a bad character in any right. Um, I don't think he's OP broken that people are talking about. Unless I'm missing something, but I don't think he's like stupid bested. I think the teammate being there triggers it. That can make him even. Oh, can you imagine two Matadors kiting? I think Nightmare has neutral matchup into him, so I stay winning. Well, yes. Um, yeah, imagine two Matadors kiting together, and they just like cycle their dashes together and just rotate the cooldowns and such. That could be fun. Um, yeah, I don't see a world where he's not subcategorized as an assist. I think it's so much more likely for him to be categorized as an assist over a rescuer. I'd be very, very surprised if he's subcategorized as a rescuer, if he's a contained rescue. Just because of the way his kit, it's weird because the way they're showcasing him, he's rescuing a lot, so it makes me think maybe it is contained rescue. But looking at his kit, it's so clear to me that his kit is designed as a contain assist in mind. But I think he'll play well as a rescue for sure. Just the same way as, someone like Freddie Riley can play rescue. Because of his kit and his kit allowing it. I hope he can cancel Smiley Rockets. Probably. I mean, again, I think any channeled ability he can um any channeled ability he can change. He's 100% yeah, I don't know if you mean he's 100% only contained, but yeah, he is contained. I don't see a world where they don't have him subcategorized as anything else though. Like he has to. It makes genuinely no sense. It makes no sense in my brain. I think he's subcategorized as a contain or a assist rather. I think he's a contain assist that can definitely bring Tide comfortably. I would agree. Feels like a meteorologist. Yeah, except less variety. The beauty of meteorologist is she can do literally everything as an assist character, which is kind of nuts. Um, but he is more like um more honed to a specific type of assisting, I think. Yeah, he's 100% the role it contain, yeah. Are we missing anything? Anything interesting we haven't discussed? Yeah, why doesn't he just stab the hunters? Like, it's the same thing as coordinator. Hey, coordinator, why don't you just bring more flares? Hello? Yeah, I think I'll also end up playing him. Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh. I think his movement is gonna feel really fun. Most certainly. If they nerf him, I can see them nerfing his AoE. Because that seems very strong. Or that seems quite big. Quite big. I think people are going to have a really hard time, at least at the start of his release, figuring out how to do the cleave correctly. Because when it says you're immune to most damage, it only means that during this spin animation, not during the dash animation. It's not like Flywheel, but it is like Flywheel. Only the cleave gives you immunity. So if the gamekeeper swung now, like right now, and hit here, it will not give him immunity. Like, that is so fun. I love that. I really do. So, how does he stack up courage again? I want to look at that one more time. Moving near the hunter or using the fast vault builds up your courage, which is that right there. Oh, I'm blocking it. The one on the left, the highlighted one. And once that's active, then you can use your thingy. Also, I wasn't really fully able to show, even though I'm certain most people have seen the thing before. You can see the recharge rate. And it's pretty slow. It's pretty slow. In general. But yeah, you can only use this. It really is just Painter, but reskinned. Because Painter can only do 2 paintings. And you can only do 2 of these taunts on him as well. This helps remind me of Ithaqua. True. True. What's also interesting is whenever you use your taunt thing here, the next volt is also faster. Right? Surely they buff Painter now, right? No, they won't. They will not buff him. Girl, they do not care. That's so cool. The way I really like how his kit is designed. I really do, because it incentivizes assisting with this ability. It does. Because here, on the right side, he's alone. On the left side, he's helping a teammate. And the pallet breaking is slower on the left, or on the, wait, hold on, what? I'm so confused, hold on. Okay, never mind, I'm stupid. Ugh, I don't like how that's designed then. Hello, that's weird. So if he's assisting, the hunter breaks the pallet faster. So why would you use this ability assisting? I mean, obviously you can, and you probably should. But, like, that's so strange. I feel like they should have made it so that this is the opposite. Right? Like, that makes more sense to me. Ideally, the other survivor wouldn't be considered in chase, so it wouldn't be faster. I mean, I guess. This is also interesting. I don't know why they would give him this debuff if he's classed as a contain. He recharges items like Acrobat. Okay. So recharges based on what he's doing, question mark? Because with Acrobat, you have to, like, actively be doing something usually. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I understand. Because are you saying, like, because Acrobat can only recharge two, um, balls, if you will, um, two balls per type. Can he only recharge a certain amount then? Or does he have to actually be doing jumped in? Yeah, I feel like all the people being like, he's so OP, he's so OP, are milking it. I don't think he's that OP. Oh, okay, it relies on actions, I see. Yeah, I don't think he's that. I think he's strong. I don't think he's OP. Okay, when the hunter attacks within 6 meters, Matador's movement speed decreases by 10%. I think that's weird. I don't know how many he can recharge. We'll see in a few hours. It's true. It's true. Would that apply to the cape dashes as well? Because it says the lure is recharged by being near hunter and such. Guys, where are you seeing this? What am I missing? They can't stockpile? Okay. So you can't have two dashes saved. I think that's good. It does make me confused. Why does he have a separate cooldown for it as well then? Oh, the lure. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, maybe that's how you... Is that how you recharge the cape dashes? By being in terror radius or something? Yeah, why would he have a separate cooldown and the, he looks so much like Knight, I'm sorry. Like, I just saw this and I was like, that just looks like Knight, dude. I just... That looks like Knight. Like, come on, dude. You couldn't have made him a little bit more, like, you know, silhouette, something. Because he just looks like Knight. The hair is also pretty much the exact same, I feel like. I put a tweet on Twitter about this. Hmm. This is curious. So obviously the cleave gets replaced by a fast vault in this situation, but also your interaction speed increased by 10%, which if that's interesting. So you can like do a fast vault into a pallet or into a chair rescue. Also, I feel like, and I could be wrong, isn't interaction speed classified as things like pallet dropping as well? Yeah, it's just Spanish. Spanish? Hey, sorry, Spanish Richard. My German came out for a second. That is quite cool. I wonder if you can like since this cleave works this way, if like and again, I'm gonna bring up Amanda, I'm sorry, but Amanda would, just synergize really well with him, I think. Um if Amanda puts a if Amanda freezes another teammate, Spanish Richard, if she freezes another teammate and they are, about to take damage and you cleave your teammate, will that give them, because that seems really, really good. It just frees up a spot so that they don't have to take flywheel. If you do like a double assist comp, that's actually really strong, I think. I'm sorry. If you like have a decent kiter with a matador assisting and, like maybe a prisoner or something, and then a lanternist, that just seems like really strong. No? That seems like the best team comp ever. I know I'm kind of like jumping around on this whole like idea of him being, no, he's not that strong, but then immediately being like, that seems like the best thing ever. But like, am I going crazy? Isn't that team comp kind of nuts? Do y'all see my vision that I'm visioning right now? I mean, it is. The immunity is transferred because here, he gives the cleave to her. The next cleave within range, whenever he hits the hunter with a cleave of a survivor, will also grant them immunity to most damage and control effects. So they don't take damage either. They don't get pulled, they don't take damage. What team comp? I just came out of Narnia. So imagine this. Imagine you take like a pretty strong base kiter. Um, that's just in general pretty good. You give them a Matador assist, to give them essentially an extra free flywheel with quite this external trait. And then you add in a lanternist to use her freezes on the teammate that's kiting. So that means that teammate kiting doesn't have to bring flywheel because Matador can give them flywheel essentially with the cleave. And lanternist, presumably, if you can do the flywheel bypass with lanternist, I'd imagine you can do the same with the cleave. I could be wrong. We'll have to see on the test server. And then you add in a prisoner for decoding, and you have the lanternist also assist the prisoner decoding. Is that not just the best team comp? Yeah, lanternist matador is going to be incredibly strong. I can only imagine like taking someone with a better personal kite than matador would be really, really good. Yeah, others get shielded too. Shielded. They get immune. He seems. Hmm. I don't know where I'd put him in a tier list. Again, I genuinely really don't think he's like top of the meta S tier. I think he's like 100% A tier, probably high A tier. At least from my brainstorming that I'm doing. But obviously, we have to see in game, his recharge rate for his stuff, Whether or not he can do balloon rescues, I'm really curious about that, because if he can, it'd be really, really broken. Yeah, we have to wait. I feel like depending on nuances in his kit, he could be very strong. I agree. I think it could go either way though. He could be either very strong or very weak. At least compared to what we're, viewing right now. Matador is basically painter plus weeping plus grave plus novelist plus wilding. Dude, one of my friends is gonna have a lot of fun with this character, I can already predict. Because they love playing wildling. He seems pretty good, but for sure hard to control. I'm really excited because I love Hullabaloo dashes and I love Hullabaloo movement, and his cleave and his dash reminds me a lot of Hullabaloo dashes, specifically because of this. I have a couple of friends on test server, period. I've accepted my fate. I'm never getting on that test server. So I'm accepted my fate. I'm never getting invited and I don't know how to join it otherwise, so would it be possible to have him try to take Joker with him while Joker tries to get him with Rocket? I'd imagine... Oh, which one would take priority? That's interesting. This might sound strange. I feel like Matador would take priority because of the immunity that he gets. I wonder if that would play any part in whether or not he gets picked up first from Joker's Rocket. But, like, obviously, I don't think doing something like that is really viable to do. Because if you do both of them at the same time, you're gonna end up wasting one of them. It'd be better to do like use Joker Rocket, and when it runs out, use the cleave dash. And number one thing you have to remember, you can't pick up a teammate unless you already have that cleave from another time you hit a hunter. So I think that's what's gonna tell us ultimately whether or not he's really good as an assist. Whether or not his his recharge rate allows him to benefit off of doing that, because obviously if it's like a almost minute long recharge rate in total, you're gonna have to wait 2 minutes to be able to cleave your teammates. I think you might counter Ivy. That's annoying. Oh, rest in peace. Hey, I'm over here like, yes, yes! Not viable at all, but still fun to figure out. It's true. Oh, true. If you can cleave corruption. Can you flywheel corruption? Because if you can flywheel it, you can probably cleave it. As we understand. If you can flywheel something, you could probably cleave it. Until we are, proven otherwise. I'm force ending stream in about 9 minutes because I have a video I need to record today still, and I don't want to, take this stream too long. Yes, you can. Then you can probably cleave it. Probably. Again, you'd have to get the timing correct and such. So why did that happen? Hello? Did you just get like possessed or something? What's going on? Okay. I think what we do is we do one more watch through, and if just to like see if we're missing anything, and if there's no more to discuss, we're gonna end stream here, and I'm gonna go record journalist because they got that new skin. All right, one more watch through. See if we're missing anything interesting. Bow bow. Why does he have the e-girl blush? wow, wow. Hear me out though. I'm so proud of you. I love his sound effects too, honestly. Like the sound effect for hitting the hunter is so chunky and bassy. I love it. Painter lore, nothing interesting. Nothing can beat Queen Bee Nightmare sound effects, I fear. I can agree. I need to play Queen Bee again. I haven't played her in a while. His waist is crazy. I remember seeing a screenshot someone sent of the story video, and it's like, hello? Well, chat, I think we're good. I think we've sufficiently reacted to this diva. Yeah, his arch is crazy, dude. Let me see if I can find it again, dude, because it's actually nuts. Hold on, I'm looking for it. Okay. Like, are you kidding me? What? Hello? I have a word that I need to call this man that I can't say on stream, but it's 3 letters long. Because, like, you cannot tell me this is a straight man. There's 0 chance. 0 chance in my brain. What straight man has an arch like this, bro? Are you kidding? Sangria versus Hernando, who wins the waist off? Girl, I mean, let's look at the material. This is crazy. And he has huge boobs? Like, are you kidding? This is so... I don't understand. Yeah, it literally looks... He looks like how all female superheroes got drawn. He looks like Mrs. Incredible. He looks incredibly zesty. 3 letters long in the whole world. Her whole word is 6 letters long. Well, yes. Y'all ever heard of a German bassoon? I kind of want to put this on stream, but I really shouldn't. Y'all know a German bassoon? Y'all know what a German bassoon is called? Welsh meatball? Okay, now I don't know that one. Welsh meatball. Wow, that really just is it. Holy cow. With a German bassoon, there's an extra T, but with the Welsh meatball, it really is just that. Holy cow. I was not aware of that one. Holy. Well, there you have it. We found it out. We need to watch Queen Bee on Asia Service Pro. I should. I should. I already shipped with him with Norton. That says everything about everything you need to know about him. Well, yes. A German what now? Sorry, I'm not English. I can't follow. Look up on Google. Look up German name for bassoon. Bassoon. It's a musical instrument. Yeah, or a British cigarette. Okay, chat. We're gonna leave. I'm gonna leave y'all with German bassoon, Welsh meatball, and British cigarette. Um, as ways to identify this man right here. So if you ever see him in the wild, um, you'll know what he is. But I'm gonna end stream here. I'm going to go play some journalist, I think. For a journalist video. Guess which pro I'll tell you to watch first for Queen Bee. Yeah, bassoon. He already looks super OP. I think he looks strong. I don't think he looks OP. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm you know, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm going crazy, but I think he's good. I think he's strong. I don't think he's oh, I thought buffoon. No, Deeves. Bassoon. But yeah, we're gonna end stream here. Thank you guys for joining. Thanks for watching me react. Literally like 10 hours after his stuff got released. So I wasn't really able to react properly to everything, but whatever. Yeah, thanks for joining, guys. I will see you whenever I stream next. Probably one more stream this month, I'd imagine. I want to get back into doing them at least once a week. So yeah. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.